short commercial. INEC APC oppose Labour Party's request to quiz IT experts. INEC APC oppose Labour Party's request to quiz IT experts. Reps step down 543.6 billion naira judgment debt payment. Manufactured exports declined by 40%. NBS. Manufactured exports declined by 40%. NBS. National Assembly leadership Tinubu's meeting with lawmakers fails to resolve zoning crisis. There's the headlines you would find on the Punch newspaper. Short commercial now. When we return, we'll take a look at more headlines and we open the phone lines. Stay tuned.
It's not an excuse for bad driving or causing
right, quickly now, let's look at some more headlines on a few more national dailies before we go on to the phone lines. Ogun State residents stranded as flood overruns Link Road. That's also on the Punch. Falcons to get 125 million naira each to win World Cup. You would also find that one on the Punch newspaper. And now we'll quickly now go over to some of the headlines on the Vanguard. Oil revenue crash pushes federal government deficit to 515 billion naira in February. How BVAS failed to upload presidential poll results, INEC staff tells Tribunal. If you remember on the Punch newspaper, you'd find INEC APC opposed Labour Party's request to quiz IT experts. So I'm pretty sure both those headlines are related one way or the other. You can find out details by looking at both of them on the Vanguard and the Punch. Still here on the Vanguard now. Nasarawa Assembly factional speaker accuses CP of fueling crisis. 10th NAS leadership uncertainty over presiding officers. On the Punch, you would see it this way. National Assembly leadership, Tinubu's meeting with lawmakers fails to resolve zoning crisis. Well, let's see how this is going to play out at the end of the day. There was no plan to prescribe ASU under Buhari Ngige. That's another headline you would see on the Vanguard newspaper. And Democracy Day, federal government declares June 12th public holiday. Quite interesting to see how Nigerians respond to the celebration of Democracy Day. All right, let's now open the phone lines and get your thoughts. I think that will be most of the headlines for now. Perhaps we'll also take a look at what we have on the Tide. But first, remember, we're streaming live on Facebook, so you can join that conversation. It is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. If you want to watch us live and listen to us at the same time from wherever you are, well, Facebook is the place to do that. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On Twitter, you can also join the conversation. Nigeria Info PH. We're streaming live on Twitter as well. Send your messages to us on WhatsApp with the numbers 0809 030 6416. Now, quickly now, the phone numbers to call are 0817 923 0007, 0817 923 0003. Okay, so let's take some of the messages on WhatsApp while we wait on your call. Good morning. Why is Governor Fubara appointing so most of those who worked under Governor Wike? Is like he's not really in charge. APC and INEC opposing Labour Party. This is morning. All their evil shall be exposed. I'm sure Peter Obi will reclaim his stolen mandate. Pastor Vincent sent that one. I think that Wike pursuing Tinubu up and down is just busybody. River State presidential result is relevant for Tinubu's victory because that's his biggest headache in tribunal. That's the very BBC investigators' huge irregularities. The former governor didn't play the game well. Victor from Egbema. This one says Governor Fubara submits 5 names for commissioner designates. Good one, but he should also include fresh hands with new ideas, not only those that served under former governor. We still have good brains in PDP in River State. I'm pretty sure good new names were included, but some were, I think 2 or 3 of them, or 2, I think, majorly, if I can remember very well, were part of the names that served under the former administration. But some new names were also mentioned there. We'll take a look at that later on. Quickly then, let's go to the phone lines and take some of your calls now. Jude is in Omuma. Good morning, Jude. Hello, Jude. Oh, we lost that call from Jude. Okay, Moses in Echie. Good morning. And we lost that call too from Moses. Okay, this message here says, nobody changes a winning team. Rather, the team is enhanced to perform more and better. It is only normal that the Governor Fubara returns into his cabinet some former commissioners who worked with the former governor, Tony Anthony Odum from Orogbum. Okay. Good morning, Andrew. A murder case is not something to be swept under the carpet. Let the appropriate quarters bring justice to the tricycle driver and also to that 30-year-old late promise. This is inhumane from Eze Aliko. It's still shocking to me. I say it every time. How we get to a point where we have little or no value for life. For someone to take away something you cannot create. And I'm pretty sure the parents of those people would be running everywhere now if it was the other way around. Akanto is in Bori. Good morning.
My friend Andrew, good morning. Happy weekend to you.
Happy weekend to you too, Akanto. Go ahead.
Declare Monday public holiday. I don't know how the federal government will do it to harmonize the Democracy Day. Should we observe it on May 29 or June 12? Because all the discrepancy are keeping even our children in school. So if our children are pupils, our words in school, and what, which day is the Democracy Day? They will tell you it's May 29. Some will also argue at June 12, which means Nigeria. Should we adopt the May 29 or June 12?
All right, I can't.
The program submit 5 men for commissioner designate. Where I will second development anyway. I was expecting that us, including me, and us who have worked for the party from the time from 1999 till date should be included on this list. Not all the old people, even though we say Andrew, that new names are included, but we need a fresh hand. Well, I'm expecting those of them who are included to work assiduously to ensure that should do well.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Omuma now. Daniel, good morning.
Thank God it's Friday, Andrew.
Yeah, thank God.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Akanto.
Andrew. You see what we are saying of equity and justice. People are saying that why are we crying for equity and justice? That the chief of staff to the president and the secretary from the north, vice president from the north, southeast and the south, where they don't want to even release the position of the president of the Senate only. Even they are taking the speaker of House of Representatives. Is there showing us what? Are we one in Nigeria? That in everything not will try to bring confusion. That is the confusion that PDP is having, and that is why we kick against Atiku to be the president of this country. Because by 2014, 2015, Atiku told the whole world and Nigerians that it is the son of Buhari and the son of the North. That no person have to, that good luck should not go for his second term. That he has completed his second term after good luck, only serving for 6 years. Then good luck should go away. Then good luck left the office for them, and they decided to turn this country upside down. Now it has come again. Did not appear. In everywhere not will appear. Are they the owner of this country? Let them not provoke us. So they should be very, very careful.
All right, Daniel.
Then on the issue of our government appointing more 5 commissioners, it's a welcome development. You should hit the ground running. And remember Omuma land. From Awaza to Eberi Omuma here, I'm staying now talking to you. There's no road in short. No, it's gone area. The ex-governor promised to flag off the road, that he has awarded the road. Up to now, nothing is happening. Now, rainy season is overtaken everywhere.
All right, Daniel, thank you very much. Let's go to Ida in Ankara. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
First of all, I want to thank the governor for the appointment of the commissioners. And saying that this state is a Christian state, yes, I want to thank the governor, Sim Fubara. He has done well to tell the people, yes, because the former governor, they are doing canneries, bad days, he turned it to praise night. Since he turned that cannery to praise night, River State has been bubbling. Everywhere is peaceful, and Sim Fubara is taking over from that level. So they should continue for that. And our former governor, lead 5G governors to Tinubu, yeah, it's a record development. He's a capacity former governor. I love him. With my prayer, he's going front, ahead. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Brady in Borough Creek, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Welcome.
Yes, let me quickly react to the appointment of Governor Sim Fubara. if you look at the appointment of the governors, the commissioners, they are all almost the former commissioners. And I think there are still some vibrant ones. There are technocrats that can that can come on board to showcase their talent in Rivers State. And these are people that have been with the governor that sometimes we don't even know the budget of the state they are working with. I think for me, Fubara should have just deviated from that angle and bringing new breed to the state. Well, that is just by the way. The G5 meeting with the president, well, for me, they already, people know their antecedents during the election to their party. So for me, it's not a new thing, or it's not a news for them to be meeting with the president, because already they must have agreed on something before they betray their party to work for him. So it's a big one. They should be able to get whatever that has been agreed by them. And also, they shouldn't forget that they have betrayed their party, they are playing anti-party to their party. Let them not run down to court within a space of time where their party point at step. That's my case. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, Braid, thank you very much. On Facebook, Elekwachi Prince says President Tinubu promised to work with all state governors. A very good one, meaning the president will do well. Innocent Woki says, please, Governor Fubara, let civil servants be appointed into your cabinet. That's the only way for them to remind you of the sufferings of civil servants. York's Band says, I don't like politicians describing River State as a Christian state. It's a state. If the state is a Christian state, why did they make Muslim candidates win presidential election in the state? Roundface says, Wiki-led G5 governors to meet President Tinubu is a good one, because the president also needs the opposition parties to achieve an effective governance. Thank God Ability on Facebook says, Rivers not a Christian state. Asari replies, Governor Sim, Rivers State remains a Christian state because 99% of Rivers indigents are Christian. Lorenzo Delight says, President Tinubu meeting with assembly members failed to resolve zoning issues. It's not a good one. They should find a way out. The advice of CP Maker to traditional rulers and parents is a good one. Those people that killed a 30-year-old man should be arrested and prosecuted. Patrick Amadi says, River State House of Assembly to screen 5 commissioners. It's a good one. You should include Uche Ken. Patrick Amadi sent in this one from Afara Ichie. Well, with regards to whether River State is a Christian state or a Muslim state, well, we can say that River State is predominantly Christian. We have majority of the Christian in River State. It's almost like if you go to the north, some of the states in the north, Kanu, Kaduna, you have majorly Muslims. That doesn't mean that we don't have Christians there. And because we have majorly Christians here, doesn't mean we don't have Muslims here. So I think the point is we have predominantly Christian faithfuls in the state, but doesn't mean that any other person cannot practice another religion that they choose to. Lugard is in a chair. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, let's go on.
Greetings from a chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Sim, appointing more new commissioners to be screened by State Assembly. Andrew, if you check the names, almost all of them are old members, old commissioners. I don't know where we are going. Does it mean that Sim does not have his own people that will work for us? These are the same people who could not perform in their various ministries in the previous administration, where the governor was handling almost everything. No ministry that you can boast of that is working under EM Wike, and today Sim is applying the same thing to his own government, which way River State. I have told you time with that number that this man called Sim does not have plan for Rivers people. Governor Wike just want to impose Rivers people so that to cover up what he did, the money that was borrowed behind counter. That is why you see all this packaging to make sure that immunity covers him. Well, we are watching. Tribunal is already sitting. Finally, Andrew, Governor Wike with 5G governors met Tinubu. Meeting Tinubu for what again? Governor Wike is a member of PDP. Despite the sudden change of plan that he supported the Tinubu at the last minute, does it mean that Now every day, last time 72 hours he met Tinubu. This time again now he carried 5 governors to meet Tinubu again. Tinubu should be very careful. He should ask Jonathan how far. Tinubu ask Jonathan how far. Thank you. I remain Lucas.
All right, Luka, thank you. Quickly then, there's no immunity for the former governor. And by the way, he is former governor, not governor. And again, secondly, the administration of Governor Fubara is just starting. And even if he chooses to say he wants to appoint some people from the past administration into his cabinet, it is within his powers, and he would have his reasons for doing so. Because, we have presidents who have appointed former ministers from past administrations, or different individuals from different. In fact, this current president had people that had been working for him before, or worked for other people. The point is, it is the sole decision of a governor to decide what and who he wants to bring into his cabinet, and he has his reasons, and that should be respected. Time will tell whether his decision is right or wrong. Only time will tell, and until that time comes, we cannot preempt. As for the former governor, Lugard, he does not have any immunity. There's nothing he will do to have immunity. There's nothing. So the idea that perhaps we'll try to put people in government to give him immunity would not really work, because there's no immunity. If there's any reason as to why any of the anti-graft agencies should come for him, there's no immunity. He would go and answer the questions. It's as simple as that. Judy Nomuma, you're welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, Rivers State is a Christian state, and I owe no one apology. It looks like our governor, Sim Fubara, is consolidating on everything of his predecessor, good or bad, including his public utterances. Yes, we know Rivers State, or I know Rivers State is predominantly Christians, but that does not mean we don't have Muslims or Hindus or other people that worship other religions, as the Constitution allows. It will be very wrong too if the president, who is a Muslim, wakes up in a day and says Nigerian is a Muslim state. You know, many of us Christians will not like it. So Sim Fubara, the governor, had better check his utterances when he is a public one. Yes, we are Christians. Other people are allowed to practice. So any utterances he will make that will aggravate or upset other people, he should be very careful. We had a lot of that with the former governor, and that really pinched us against our neighbors and friends. So that's my advice to Sim Fubara. He had better watch his utterances. He's not going to consolidate.
All right, Jude, thank you very much. And then it's not Sim Fubara, it's Governor Sim Fubara. Just to point that in. Before we say anything else, Temple on the line from Rumumasi. Temple, good morning.
Good morning, my very distinguished Ifemi Andrew. Wishing you a pleasant weekend.
All right, go on.
Yes, the very distinguished Ifemi Andrew. My governor, His Excellency Similar Fubara, sent 5 names for, commissioner designate. I think for me it's a very welcome development. I have told them, and I will continue to tell them, my governor Sim is a man who knows his onion, a technocrat and administrator, man who is here to unleash the best of him to Rivers people. And you look at the names he has nominated so far. These are names that we have been proactive as far as the former governor, Chief Barrister Ian Wike government is concerned. And these are persons with good wide experience who perform credibly well. But for me, I'm very much surprised, because if you look at the Ministry of Urban and Physical Development, where Austin Benchoma was, also minded, that ministry did a lot in protecting the territory of Rivers State. For me, I would say it's a welcome development, and Austin Benchoma should also be, included in that commission, in that, nominee. But at the same time, I want to applaud, the Commissioner of Police. Giving such advice to traditional rulers, I think it's a very good one, because when dispute has become a normal thing, they clash, and the siege on our land. And I want him to help me to appeal to his police officer to also desist from this issue of land dispute and land grabbing. These are the people, his men are the people which these people use. These are land grabbers themselves, they use in chasing the real owners of this land away from their farmland. So his police officer should stay away. While the traditional rulers do the needful to make sure that these land disputes are being put to normal.
Thank you, Temple. Let's now go over to some comments on Twitter. At Anunobi Casey says, woman cries over gruesome murder of a 30-year-old son. Mother and father of motherers disappear after being arrested and released by the police. People signed before they were granted bail. They should be arrested. At Tango Datribu says, Tinubu meets with members of PDP G5 governors and government house. Men of wisdom have come to congratulate Bola Tinubu. This one is at Tony Anthony says, Electoral Act is supreme, which stipulates that results shall be collated manually. Hence, INEC guideline on BVAS and IRF cannot override the Constitution. Oh, let the tribunal decide that. At Alozie King C says, it is crystal clear for every noble person in Rivers to understand that the re-nomination of former cabinet members of the governor clearly defines his third tenure in office. Sometimes with the assumptions, let's assume that you were nominated as a commissioner under the past administration, and this administration chooses to nominate you as a commissioner again. Would you say no? Good morning. The murder of a 30-year-old should be arrested, including his parents. Secondly, community ticketers, tax force collectors use charm. That's why they feel confident of fighting all to thrive in a. That's why they are confident in fighting all the time. Educated citizens should be used to take these levies or taxes. Good luck from Akeineche. This one says, does Governor Fubara really? I want to thank the governor for appointing the commissioners. I'm appealing to the governor to appoint fresh ones as well. We have young guys in the PDP. Obed from Igboeche. All right. As long as we know there's still plenty of offices, I don't think the whole cabinet has been formed. And I've always still called for people. You let us see how it goes. If he chooses to pick old people again, it is within the powers of the governor to decide who and why and whatever reason he has to pick anybody speaking. It's not for you and me. What we can do is when those people do not perform their duties, then you can come and say, well, this was what we're talking about. They've not even gone to work. We don't even know why they were picked. And we have some fresh people, but then I think the argument for many people now is that, I think we're having more old hands than new hands. Let's wait and see. If they do not work well, then Mr. Governor would have to explain his choices to Rivers people who elected him. Simple as ABC. All right, this is where we draw the curtain for the newspaper review. We'll go on a very, very short commercial now. Business news comes up at 7. From next week, we're going to relay a plan as to how we are going to accommodate both old and new callers on the show. So yes, I'll be expecting that from Monday. A plan on how we can manage properly new callers and old callers on the show, because we're trying to encourage a lot more new callers on the show. Those people who listen but do not want to contribute, well, we would encourage you and urge you to please do so. You can do that using the phone numbers, the WhatsApp number, or any of the social media handles. And on Monday, we're telling you how that is going to work. My name is Ifeami Andrew. Good morning.
You are tuned in to 92.3 Nigeria Info.